Hi everybody, this is Marie and Bruce coming to you from our home, and it's our new regular Thursday night mini craft show. Tonight our focus is going to be on pendants and some of Bruce's cups. These are pendants that we've made by cutting and shaping rocks. Rocks that I got from my dad, rocks that we've collected for years, and rocks that we've purchased. So first I'm going to walk you through ordering methods. You can make a comment requesting an item or items, and then we'll message you through Facebook, or you can instruct me to call you. You can message Bruce or I through Facebook on our Facebook accounts. You can call us on our home phone or cell phone, and our home phone numbers are listed on the sheet. You can email either one of us. You can pay through PayPal or with a credit or debit card. That information we call you to get. So none of it is listed where anybody else can see it. And anyway, so let's get going with our new pendants. This is the first real showing of our pendants. So we have lots of rocks, lots of new rocks. We've been really busy. Yesterday I was covered with rock dust, and today I was covered with polishing powder and with glue. So excuse my rough looking hands, I got glue all over them, and we use glue for backing the rocks and for securing the holes. So tonight we're starting first with this little piece of chrysocolla. You can see from my hand that it's small, so it's dainty and delicate. It's number 127, and it's chrysocolla and sterling silver bale, and it's $16. And this is one of a kind, this shape, but I have other chrysocolla, so I can make more chrysocolla pendants. Or down the road we'll have earrings too. This is number 128. It is ocean jasper. Ocean jasper is an interesting rock because every piece of ocean jasper has its own personality, and there's a lot of personality. So anyway, there's one side, here's the other side. The pendants are made so you can wear them either way. The bale will work either way. So I just love, this is one of my favorite pieces of ocean jasper that we have. I just love, especially this side, that rich look. So, and that's light colored. We have other dark colored ones. This is not a rock that we cut or shaped. This is a rock that we had, but we drilled a hole in it. And it's a piece of agate with a little crystalline formation inside. And again, reversible. And this is number 129. And it is $12. This is an interesting little critter. I just love it. This is number 130. And it is, I believe this what it is. I didn't get it with a tag on it, so it's one of my dad's rocks. It's botryoidal, and I believe it's calcine, or it's either calcine or agate, and it's $16. And again, it's reversible, but you don't want to have it on the back. This is one that's one-sided, and we do what we call backing on this because the rock formation that this stone grew on was kind of crumbly, so you do what you call backing it. You put a combination of things. Most of the time we use glue. So use epoxy glue. So anyway, this is just one interesting little character. Botryoidal means there's these little round, rocky, bubbly formations. I think if we got inside, we'd probably see there might be a little fire agate. It kind of looks like there's a little fire agate behind the bubbles. But I just love this little cutie. It is just so interesting. It got such a personality if you look at that. So anyway, that's a smaller rock, but it's a little bit heavy. This, let me see. No, next we have 131. This is 131. Yes, it's a fossil. I think it's a crinoid, and which I think is a sea plant, but it's $12, and it's just kind of an interesting little creature. You can see that it has a little branch that started to come out, and I smoothed it on the ends and on the top, and you can see it's kind of cool inside. and made it into this pendant. So I just thought it was kind of cool. Anyway, as for fossils, we received this week some Meg shark teeth that are prehistoric, and they are fossilized. So anyway, we are going to be making those, we're cutting them smaller and making them into pendants. They polish up really beautifully, and they're really kind of interesting little creatures. If you watch Expedition Unknown, you know they did a whole segment or several shows on the megalodon shark. So anyway, this is number 132, and it's blue wrinkle lapis. And it's an interesting little shape. We got a piece, and this is what we shaped it into. This is the only, it comes from the only lapis mine in the United States, and it's in Colorado, but it hasn't been operational for a long time. I think it's probably kind of mined out, but it's called the Blue Wrinkle Mine, so it's blue wrinkle lapis. And I do have a little bit more of it, but it's going to be a little bit different color and different shape. So some of these things are one of a kind, and some I can duplicate. This next one is 133, and this is an agate. I believe it's an agate. I've got a bunch of rocks that I'm not exactly sure what their name of it is, but this one I just think is really pretty. And again, it's reversible, has a little bit similar but different personality. And this is kind of a medium weight rock. And this one I can't duplicate. It's the only one I've got. This one is truly unique. It's the only one I've got. It is number 134. And it is smoky quartz crystal formation that grew out of a rock. So when it hangs like this, you can see the smoky quartz crystal sticking out. You can see if you can see that little crystal formation there. And I just think this is really cool. You don't see stuff like this very often in a pendant. The back side is not usable. We've had to back that because it was a soft, crumbling rock formation behind it. So we put a lot of backing on it so that it would stay firm. But anyway, that is, this one is $18. This one is, I have some other rock like this, but it would be a little bit different shape and size. This is, I'm not exactly sure, but it's 135. I'm not exactly sure, but it looks like Septarian stone, and it's $16. And Septarian stone is a stone that's found in the United States. But this has a little crystalline formation in there, this greeny crystals. These greenish colored crystals you see in a number of different stones, but this one has a lot. We like doing real natural looking stone pendants because we like them to be kind of how rocks are in the, how they come out of the earth. So if we can do that, if possible. But this has the natural rock formation around the outside, and we left it that way because it has those little crystals in it. It's just really kind of interesting. So anyway, the next one is 136, and it is another version of ocean jasper. Ocean jasper is called OJ in the rock hounding world, and this one's $16. And again, this one's reversible like the other one was, and like most of them are. But this is kind of a bubbly formation, they call it, too. It says, you can see it has some little crystal-y areas in it, kind of little crystal areas similar to the previous pendant. So if you see up close, you can kind of see the little crystals in through there, through the other side. But again, that's ocean jasper, and that is $16. This is bumblebee. Oh, it's cool because you see bumblebee formation at the bottom and then the other agatized above this. This is not for the faint of heart. This is a big go big or go home pendant. It's number 137, and it's $20, and it's reversible. It's natural rippled bottom where we smoothed out a little bit, but it's really pretty stone. But it is big. It's big and it's heavy, so This is for people that like big, heavy pendants. Now, this is a little pendant. This is $138. This is some kind of veracite, and so it is $16. Veracite, it looks like some of the American veracite, but veracite is a very interesting rock. It has similarities to it, but they're all a little bit different. And this is reversible. This side is smooth, and the black is real distinct as with the turquoise. This side is not smooth. It's smooth in places, but then it's got this rocky formation in here. So it's very natural looking. It's very lightweight. Got a lightweight pendant, so you can wear it either way. Okay, on to the next tray. All right, number 139 is some kind of an agate. I can't remember. I should know which one it is, but I got kind of crazy around here and I didn't get time to look it up. But it's a big pendant. It's $16. It's a big pendant. You can wear it either way. And it's got a really, really pretty colors to it. So, and it's very soft and smooth. But it's big. This one is a stone one I just love. And it's called Wave Dolomite. And we left it more natural on the bottom because we thought the scallopy natural formation gave it more personality. You can see the personality of it, but you can see the wave through it, the wave formation. And this one is reversible too. It looks a little bit different on each side. It's a big one. It's a heavy pendant. And it's number 140. And it's $20. Then here's a little pendant, a little bit weighty, and it is another agate. Again, it's $14. It's number 141, and this is just a pretty thick but little pendant, and it is reversible too. And each side, these two sides are a little bit different. So next, number 42 is another ocean jasper, or OJ. It's $14. And this one is a little one. It's really pretty. A lot of that bubble formation in there. A lot of green. I hear green is the big color this year. And this is a bale that is like this on one side and this on the other. But anyway, it is a small, little tiny pendant, but it is thicker. Number 143 is an agate. I'm not sure what kind it is. Again, it's reversible, but this is just kind of an interesting shape. It's a bigger pendant, but it's not real heavy because it's not real thick. Really has almost, in times, a little bit of a fossily look to it. But and some crystalline formations down here and up here. So it's really kind of pretty, and a little bit of a pyrite in there. So there's a little sparkle kind of here and there with the pyrite. And there's a little crystal in there too. So it's pretty interesting stone. This is number 144. Again, it's an agate. It's $16. This one's a bigger one, but not as big as some of the others. This is just kind of got a real southwesterny look. And is different on each side, different appearance on each side. So, and you can see, if I held up a light behind it, let's see if I can do this, you can see through it. Isn't that interesting? I should be doing that more often so you can see through some of these. But that I thought it's kind of cool. Let's look at this other one and see. Yep, you can see through there. I need to get my little flashlight out here so you can see through some of these rocks. Next is a piece of really pretty turquoise. This is number 145. I'm not sure. It's the United States turquoise. I'm not sure what kind. I have a sneaking suspicion that it's Castle Dome. It looks a lot like Castle Dome. It's got that, which the Castle Dome mine is in Arizona by the closed Sleeping Beauty mine, but it has that Sleeping Beauty color to it, and then very light matrix. So anyway, really pretty. turquoise stone, and that's $20. And anybody that buys, again, a piece of American turquoise from us gets a copy of the mind map. We've got a bunch more turquoise coming, including some Sleeping Beauty turquoise. We've been able to get connected with some buyers in Arizona. People have been rock hounds have been collecting stuff for a long time and been getting really good prices on it. So I'm really excited to get that along with a bunch of other turquoise, plus some other rare turquoise. This is Prue Heart, and I spelled it wrong. It's supposed to be heart, like Heart, Jasper, and it's $18, number 46. This is an interesting shape because it had an interesting formation here that I smoothed out. But this is just a really cool rock. I loved it. There's like a druzy formation in there. And then on the other side, there's a druzy type formation, or crystalline formation that runs through the rock. You can actually see through it. Again, let's look through there. You can see the light through that. This is one of the new rocks for me. I just absolutely love it. And I do have more of this, but they're different shape. But anyway, that's Prue Heart Jasper, or Prue Heart Seam, they also called it. This is Kingman turquoise. I got a really good buy on it. It's thin, so it's not very heavy. It's number 147. Kingman's from Nevada, and it's $20. It's reversible. Interesting shape because that's the way sometimes turquoise comes. But anyway, it's really pretty color. Really beautiful color in there, if you can see that. Kingman turquoise has such different personalities. It goes from this blue all the way to this green, and it has a lot of copper swirl color to it. So you like this blue here, so you never know with Kingman. It's just totally different. But anyway, got a really good buy on that. This is one of my favorite rocks that I'm having a hard time parting with, but I will, because I want everybody to enjoy this. I've got more of this, but it's different shape. This is number 148. We're also working on some earrings out of it. This is called Apache Gold. And when you get it, everything is just kind of blurred over. You really can't see the stone very well. And as you smooth it and polish it, that stone comes through and is just dropped at. Oh, I just absolutely love this. I'm going to let it get up close so you can see this. And an interesting shape. That's the way the rock was formed. But anyway, just beautiful, beautiful, just stone. I just love it. But it's Apache Gold, and I think it's from Arizona. I think that's where Apache Gold is from. But anyway, I will have more of it if somebody wants another piece. But it will be a different shape. And last one of the pendants is number 149 with the sticker on it, which I don't want. Number 149, this is rhodochrosite. There's rhodochrosite and there's rhodonite. Rhodonite is the poor relative and rhodochrosite is the wealthy relative. Rhodochrosite is a higher quality gemstone. It's very, very pretty. This one particularly is pretty because there's just some sparkle in it. It's $18. It's reversible too. But if you see, there's some crystally-like formations in there. You can kind of see some sparkle right in through here. And anyway, it's really pretty. And it's a smaller piece, so it's not so heavy to wear. Okay, I'm going to look and see if there's any ones I wanted to show you. I'm going to show you this one where you can see through it with some light. Oops. Got the lights left on. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's that ocean jasper that was the light colored one. Ocean jasper just, you have so many different personalities. I'm going to bring this one back out. Have the light show through it. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Ooh. I love that. I think this one, here we go again. This one may be able to see some light through it a little bit through the top part, as that's a little bit of a crystal formation there on the top part, which makes it even more interesting. Okay, next we're going to look at Bruce's pendants. We'll have more pendants next week. We're just doing rocks more and more all the time, and we're getting more and more all the time. But I think we're probably close to having all of the stuff that we're planning on ordering, but we've got a lot of really great stuff coming out. including some very rare rocks, one of which is called Shattuckite. And there are several other stones that are expensive ones, but got good buys on them. Bought some at auctions. I got a good deal. Got some jade coming, some opals. I'm going to be surprised. I'm not sure what's in there. And we're going to have, opals from Australia. And then we also have a whole bunch of turquoise coming, including Sleepy Beauty turquoise. And so we've got a lot of neat stuff coming. All right, let's look at Bruce's cuffs. This is just a small sampling of the cuffs he makes. Sometimes people buy the cuffs already made, but most of the time we do special orders. You tell us what you want, and then we measure your wrists, and then Bruce makes the cuff for you. I want to show you how you measure someone's wrist. You take a soft tape measure, and they have these at Hobby Lobby for $1. But I don't want you going out to get a tape measure because it's not safe to be just running around shopping. Well, if I twist it around the right way. Anyway, you just lay it softly on your wrist, right above the little bump on your wrist. You just lay it softly there. It helps to have two people doing this and not trying to do it with a camera in between. But anyway, it would show that my wrist is 6 1/4. But anyway, that's how you do it. Just lay it softly on the inches side. And or if you don't have a tape measure at home, take a piece of string or a ribbon, wrap it around your wrist, cut it, and then lay it on a ruler. Okay, or even send the, if you don't have a ruler, send the piece of ribbon or tape string to us, and we'll measure it for you. This is a cuff, a hand-stamped copper cuff that Bruce made. You can see the stamping style in it. We can do cuffs in leather in any color. We can even create our own colors. So we don't use the traditional leather glue dye all the time. We use we mix up our own types of dye, so we can get any color. But anyway, this one is brown, and it is $28. It's number 150, and Bruce hand stamps that leather, cuts the leather and stamps it. This one is 151. It is a copper hammered finish, and it has a deer horn glued to it and are attached to it. This deer horn is from Minnesota. We met a guy at the Mid-America Center Craft Show that made things out of deer horns, and so we've been able to get them. They were really hard to get until we found this guy. So he cuts, we get really good prices on it. Then we can dye these deer horns or color them any color you want. And this is just a plain one with a little finish on it, clear finish on it. But anyway, it's a deer horn. That's kind of a cool cuff, I think. This one's too big for me, but anyway, that's what it looks like on. And we can make other jewelry out of deer horns, whatever you want to. This is number 152. It's dyed stingray. And this is the blue dyed stingray. We have plenty of this stingray that we can duplicate it. All of these cuffs today we can duplicate in whatever wrist size. Anyway, this is really pretty stingray. This is number 153. And this is also a hand-stamped cuff with a feather pattern on it. And again, we can do them any color we want. And that is $28. Oh, the stingray cuff was $31. This is number 154. And it is $37. This is brass, smooth polished buff brass with a vintage brass piece on it of filigree. The vintage brass is the only American-made brass company run by 3 women out of Galena, Illinois, and they just do a beautiful job of the brass. But anyway, we attach the rivet there's little sterling silver rivets right there. We rivet the brass filigree to this, and then we attach the inside of a jewel movement watch. You can see those little things in there that are red are rubies. That's why when you see a watch, and I don't think they even do it anymore, at least not normal priced watches, but years ago they made watches with jewel movement, and you would see like 17 jewel movement or 21 jewel movement, and that was because those jewels were in there. But the inside of watches are really, the old watches, the old style jewel movement watches are really beautiful. Now, we have a bunch of different types of watch faces. So if you like this cuff or another cuff and you want one of these on, if this fits you, great. Otherwise, we can show you what watch faces we have. Our inside of watches, I should say the inside of the watches, and we can show you what we've got. And you can pick from there. Again, that's $37. This is number 155. It's $35. And this is sheepskin, dyed sheepskin on here, and then on copper, and then this is the Statue of Liberty, or the Liberty silver dollar, and this isn't really the Liberty silver dollar, I should say. It's a reproduction of it. And anyway, it's really a pretty concho on there. We can put a lot of different conchos on there, but this has been a popular concho. This is number 156, again, copper watch. And it is dyed stingray again. It's $31. And this is the tan colored, kind of a bronzy colored stingray. This is another stamped leather watch. Cuff. It's number 157. And it is $26. And this is the feather pattern. And this is one that's been dyed in a teal color. So we have different stamping patterns we can do. This is number 158. And this is another jewel movement watch face with vintage brass and copper. It's $37. And you can see this is a little bit different size watch face. Or no, maybe it is the same one, but it's on copper. The other one was brass. And this is a different jewel movement watch. And you can see the inside, see all the jewels, and see how really pretty those are. This is number 159, and this is brass, and it's $32. And then it has a vintage, and that's the company I was telling you about, the brass company. It has a vintage dragonfly on here, and then it's riveted with sterling silver rivets, and then it has a hammered edge with smooth in between. Although you can put a dragonfly on any type of hammered or smooth cuff. You can help us design the cuff for you. You want to see what this looks like? And this is the proper way to put on a cuff. You slide it over your wrist, and then you roll it back off. There you go. That's how you do it. Okay, this is number 160, and this is $35. This is a dyed leather band on here with the sunrise stamp on it, and then it has a silver plate concho on here. Now, we don't use silver plate normally, but you can't get, at least not in the real world, a sterling silver concho. So this is silver plate, but these wear really well because they're sitting on the cuff and they don't get worn down so much. But this has been a very popular cross concho. And these days, with what we're going through, I think a lot of people see a lot of value in wearing a cuff like that. And the last cuff and the last item today is, this is number 161, and it is brown python, and from Malaysia. It's $32. Now, we didn't go out and catch these snakes, and my saying is the best snake is a dead snake. But the pythons shed their skins, and the python live on snake farms in Malaysia. And when they shed their skins, then the workers retrieve the skins and they're made into other things. So no snakes were killed to make this. Although I wouldn't be happy about killing, having a live snake, but I love the snake skin cup, and it's really, really a very striking cup there on copper. So anyway, this is our show for today. Next week we'll have more pendants. If there's anything you want to see, let us know. We'll probably have maybe some other things too. Bruce makes a lot of cups, and so we'll have a number of, we've got other cups we can show you if you'd like. And plus we have sterling silver cups, which I don't think I've shown you yet. The other news is next Wednesday, Bruce is going to do a special show where he's going to show you his vintage to antique concho belt, or not concho, conchos, belt buckles, cuffs. He's got all kinds of stuff, bolos. He's got lots of stuff. So he loves to buy stuff, fix it up, clean it up, make it look nice again, and then every so often decides it's time to see if somebody else would like it. So anyway, he's going to do a special show next Wednesday night at 6:30 for you. So if you'd like to watch that, and that will be on Bruce's Facebook page, but I'll have it on mine too. So he'll direct the show to my Facebook page too. So anyway, next Wednesday night, 6:30 for Bruce's things he likes to collect. I think I'll call it that show. And then I'll be back again next Thursday night at 6:30 with another show with more jewelry. Feel free to call anytime or text or email, and we'll be glad to help you with any type of jewelry you're looking for. Thank you so much. Have a great week, and please stay well and stay home.